I look at that cultural appropriation and I just ignore it because it's ridiculous. It really is. You cannot act the color. Do not tell me I'm acting black because I'm not.
Standard, you know, you do something that involves religion, not necessarily maliciously, and then of course the religious people have to get upset about it because they're sort of in the business.
It's how we do video about how I wore my hair and having a hard conversation with one of my empowered angels, Cleo, about what does it mean? Why can't I wear my hair that way?
Cultural appropriation has been around since it was first discussed in an academic discussion about colonialism and how minority cultures have been treated. Back then it simply seemed to mean if you were to take aspects of one's culture, whether it be the way they speak, dress, dance, and so on, do so in a respectful way. Don't do it as a joke, mocking, or to poke fun. Nowadays, it seems cultural appropriation means something different depending on who you ask. To some, a Kardashian going to Dubai and wearing a hijab is considered cultural appropriation. To others, it's simply her trying to respect and understand the way another culture lives. In a sense, they actually appreciate the effort she's putting forward to assimilate to their ways. Either way, this will be an interesting video. What's happening, guys? Jared Bronstein here and welcome back to InformOverload. Make sure to subscribe, of course click that bell icon so you guys never miss a video, and let me know in the comments down below what your definition of cultural appropriation is. As always, we got some bloopers and comment replies coming up at the end of this one as well. And now before we do get into it, let me make something very clear. If I come off as ignorant in this video, for whatever reason, I do apologize, as that's certainly not my intention. I just may not see cultural appropriation the same way that you do. It seems, as previously mentioned, everyone has their own definition. And to be honest with you guys, when I was finding this list of celebrities accused of cultural appropriation, I saw some comments on both sides. Some people saying that, for example, Selena Gomez wearing a bindi is actually a good thing and they wished more people would wear that, whereas other people said it's disrespectful. You guys will see what I'm talking about as we get into this video. Let's just get right into it. Starting us off at number 10, we got Taylor Swift. Oh boy, all the T-Swift fans are coming at me for this one. Back in 2014 when Taylor dropped her Shake It Off video, which to this day, I won't lie, that song still bangs, she got a ton of hate for it. More specifically, the internet went off, calling out Taylor, saying that the video fed into black stereotypes and mocked black culture. Others were quick to point out that all the ballerinas in the video were white, whereas the black women are only seen twerking. I get where they're coming from, but that may be a bit of a stretch. I will say if they only casted black women to twerk, that's one thing, but they had white girls twerking as well. If you consider it that, at least attempting to twerk. Still, the all-white ballerinas doesn't make much sense to me. I don't really see why they would only cast white ballerinas. That's a little... But I mean, hey, I'm just a guy making YouTube videos. What does my opinion matter, right guys? I don't know anything. In at number 9, we got Miley Cyrus. Miley has actually gotten in trouble a few times for cultural appropriation. Back in 2013 at the VMAs, Miley shook the world when she started twerking on Robin Thicke. Many thought she created the dance, and some gave her flack for not discussing the origin of the dance. Another instance was when Miley was being interviewed by Billboard and said she's distancing herself from the hip-hop scene. Miley praised Kendrick Lamar's song Humble, specifically the lyrics, saying that she can't listen to music with vulgar rhymes and just straight up extremely sexually explicit content. She capped off by saying, "It was too much Lamborghini, got my Rolex, got a girl on my," yeah, you know, that thing. I am so not that. As I'm sure you guys can imagine, again, people called her out, saying she profited off of black culture and only used it when it was convenient for her. If you guys don't remember, she released her hit song 23 with Mike Will's Made It and Future. Who else was on that song? I don't remember off the top of my head. It's actually a good song, and she was, yeah, she had a whole like rap-ish album, hip-hop album, and then she was just kind of talking trash. People were kind of pissed. I think it was Juicy J. It wasn't Future, it was Juicy J. I remembered. Haha. Coming at number 8, we got Katy Perry. Back in 2013 at the American Music Awards, Katy dressed up as a geisha and performed her track Unconditionally. Aside from appropriating Japanese culture in 2014, Katy was back at it again when she had cornrows for the music video This Is How We Do. Aside from the song itself having the lyrics "getting our nails did all Japanesey," which yeah, I mean that's just rude, Katy got flagged for rocking the cornrows. She did, however, apologize and explain on a podcast hosted by DeRay McKesson, a Black Lives Matter activist, saying, "I didn't know that I did it wrong until I heard people saying I did it wrong. And sometimes that's what it takes. It takes someone to say out of compassion and out of love, hey, this is what the origin is." At number 7, we got Karlie Kloss, a Victoria's Secret model who, along with Victoria's Secret, got a ton of backlash when they culturally appropriated Native Americans. Back in 2012, while walking the runway at the incredibly popular Victoria's Secret fashion show, Kloss wore a Native American war bonnet, which were usually worn by male leaders of Native American tribes. Sometimes they were also worn while going into battle, so for a model walking a runway to wear it trying to be sexy, maybe a bad call. Of course, both Kloss and Victoria's Secret apologized afterward, with Kloss tweeting out, "I am deeply sorry if what I wore during the VS show offended anyone. I support VS's decision to remove the outfit from the broadcast." And Victoria's Secret tweeting, "We are sorry that the Native American headdress in our fashion show has upset individuals. The outfit will be removed from the broadcast." At number 6, we got Ariana Grande. Ari has been accused of appropriating Japanese culture as well as blackfishing. It's not a secret Ariana likes to tan, and many think she's possibly of a Latina origin. She's not, she's Italian, and many have called her out for tanning her skin when she thinks it'll help her career. Now this may sound ignorant, I'm not sure when tanning your skin would help a career other than looking better. No offense, but it seems the common consensus is that tan skin is attractive, so maybe it's like a sex appeal thing. Just my opinion, could be wrong. Feel free to drag me in the comments like I know you will. In regards to the Japanese culture, Ari got a tattoo in Japanese to celebrate her hit song 7 Rings. Although she thought she got a tattoo that said 7 rings, it really said barbecue grill. Although she immediately tried to fix it, apparently it now reads barbecue grill finger. Ari also sold a ton of merchandise with Japanese writing on it, which got her some flack. She lashed out on Twitter and now deleted tweets, which read, "What do you want me to do? It was done out of love and appreciation." She's now referring to the tattoo. "What do you want me to say? You know how many people make this mistake and don't care just because they like how it looks? Bruh, I care so much. What would you like me to do or say? For real. There is a difference between appropriation and appreciation." She has since removed the merch with the Japanese writing from her store though, so I don't know how she feels. Because like she was kind of defending herself, but then she kind of gave in to what everyone else wanted, so... Coming at number 5, Zac Efron. Now Efron seems to be loved by many. The heartthrob from High School Musical transitioned into the acting world and thrived. However, back in 2018, Efron posted this photo to Instagram. The picture, which shows him rocking dreads, was captioned, "Just for fun." Now I'm sure his intent wasn't to upset anyone, but people went off. However, it seems there is quite a divide in regards to whether or not dreadlocks are considered cultural appropriation. One user commented on Efron's photo, "You know there's black people getting turned down on job interviews for wearing locks and braids, right?" He hasn't commented on it, and I doubt he will at this point, considering how it was back in 2018. But this leads into our next point, at least that last comment. In at number 4, we got Danielle Bergoglio. Most recently, Bergoglio has gotten some backlash after posting a photo of herself on Instagram with box braids. Similar to that of Zac Efron, people were claiming this is cultural appropriation, and one Twitter user made a great comparison to those defending the young rapper. The tweet read, "Gabrielle Union was told that her hairstyles were too black for America's Got Talent's audience, and y'all really decided to defend Bad Baby? This is beyond me." I mean, the fact that a woman got fired for a hairstyle is pretty gross. So now imagine another person doing it and getting praised. So I understand where these people are coming from. Of course, Danielle responded to her haters and didn't hold back, pretty much calling out everyone that called her out. And then she got dragged more. It's just a messy situation. You guys can look more into that one. At number 3, Kim Kardashian. Kim has done so many things in the past. She's gotten box braids and got called out for it. Most recently, she launched a clothing line called Kimono, a skin-tight bodysuit of sorts. It's a clothing line, kinda. And she's facing backlash for that as well. For those of you unaware, a kimono dates back to 15th century Japan and is quite the opposite of Kim's brand. It's a long, loose robe that is used for celebration. A Japanese woman told the BBC, "We wear kimonos to celebrate health, growth of children, engagements, marriages, graduations, at funerals. It's celebratory wear and passed on in families through the generations. This shapewear doesn't even resemble a kimono, she just chose a word that has Kim in it. There's no respect to what the garment actually means in our culture. I fully understand the cultural appropriation here, simply taking a name that has a ton of meaning to one culture and using the name for your brand just because it fits your agenda. Yeah, it's gonna be a no from me, dog." However, Kim did change the name, so that's a win. Like, she listened and... is it a win though? I don't know. At number 2, Selena Gomez. Back in 2013, Gomez performed her hit song Come and Get It at the MTV Movie Awards, and a few days later she performed live on Dancing with the Stars. While performing the song, Gomez was wearing a bindi and an Indian-inspired dress. After her first performance at the MTV Movie Awards, she received a ton of backlash and even caught the attention of Rajan Zed, the leader of the Universal Society of Hinduism, who demanded an apology. He said the bindi on the forehead is an ancient tradition in Hinduism and has religious significance. It is not meant to be thrown around loosely for seductive effects or as a fashion accessory aiming at mercantile greed. Selena should apologize, and then she should get acquainted with the basics of world religions. Now, I'm not sure if Selena ever did comment on this one, but it seems everyone has moved on since. Interestingly enough, when I was looking at other comments on some of the articles I was reading, a lot of people were saying they actually didn't mind it and they actually appreciated that Selena was raising awareness to Hindu culture. So, again, like I was saying before, guys, it seems like everyone has a different meaning, I guess, or feel a type of way? I don't really know. Coming at number 1, Scott Disick. The former spouse of Kourtney Kardashian, Disick decided to go as an Arab sheik for Halloween back in 2014. He posted a photo in his costume, standing in front of a couple luxurious cars with the caption, "Happy Halloween, we get an Arab money tonight." Now, he was most likely referring to the Busta Rhymes song Arab Money, but that's irrelevant. Dressing up for Halloween in what you consider a costume, but others consider the clothing of a highly respected leader, well, that's gonna be an issue, so I completely understand that one. And there you guys have it for the top 10 celebrities accused of cultural appropriation. To clarify, my opinion on this doesn't really matter all that much. I'm not the one necessarily personally accusing them. I got sources, fam. Personally, I believe if you're deliberately mocking a culture, then yes, that's bad. It's really all about intention, at least to me, but I mean, what do I know? Anyways guys, on that note, now let's reply to some comments from the video, Top 10 Enemies of Danielle Bergoglio. Weave Snatcher said, the fact that y'all can make a top 10 out of this topic alone speaks volumes. Yeah, that actually, I never really thought about that. The fact that we can make like a list of the top 10 people that is an enemy with another person, that, yeah, oh, it's not a good look, Danielle. Not a good look. And honestly guys, after making that video, I'm probably gonna be number 11, so. La 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 said, I don't even have 10 friends, and this girl here has top 10 enemies, LOL. I'll be your friend, I don't have that many friends. I literally have like 4. Dua Ahmed said, I want everyone who sees this to imagine Danielle responding to this, LOL. I told you, she would literally just like, be like, she would call me a Prince Eric looking I'm telling you, that's what she would say. Or just unkept, because I apparently don't know how to shower. And there you guys have it. That's it for this one. I've been your host, Jared Bronstein. You guys have been watching InformOverload. Again, if I did offend anyone for any reason, I do deeply apologize. Never my intention. I just want to spread all the love and, of course, keep you guys entertained. Make sure to subscribe and click that bell. Share this video with a friend. And like I said, let me know in the comments down below if you guys think certain people here weren't necessarily cultural appropriating any cultures, and if you think people were overreacting. Again, like I said, I wasn't the one accusing them. I have sources. A lot of people did accuse them. Other people defended them. I'm kind of just in the middle being like, hey, I'm gonna report all this stuff. And now enjoy these bloopers. So there's a big gap, so I'm just gonna drink some coffee because halfway through the video, I'm just gonna be like, so Kim Kardashian and then Bad Baby. Like just going. That caffeine kicks in, it's just gonna hit. I'm gonna feel great. Oh, it's hot. I can't really chug it. All right, okay. It was too much Lamborghini, got my Rolex, got a girl on my thing. The quote here is but I can't say that, so how should I do this? Got a girl on my...
They just do that, just like, don't say anything, just like,
Now, he was most likely referring to the Busta Rhymes song Arab Money, but that's irrelevant. Dressing up as a Halloween costume, dressing up as Halloween in what? Dressing up for Halloween. I get it now. Dumb.
Dressing as Halloween.
Hey, you're not dressed as Halloween? And honestly, guys, after making that video, I'm probably gonna be number 11, so. La 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 said, I don't even have 10 friends, and this girl here has top 10 enemies, LOL. I'll be your friend, I don't have...
That's funny though.